Hey, Balance Seeker, it's Christine and Lucky. I am so glad that you scanned and you're still here with me. As I sit down to share this next part of the journey, Discover Balance Reset, I want to get comfortable because I feel that familiar flutter in my belly and my chest. The way you feel when you're about to tell a story that matters. Well, chapter 1, here's where things get real. This is where I stopped pretending everything was fine. It's the beginning of my transformation. I started paying attention to what my body had been trying to tell me all along. I was a blamey blamer. Truly. I was like, why me? Do you remember the moment in 2020 March when the whole world just stopped, freeze frame? I'm talking about a time when our relentless, always on the go lives suddenly came to a screeching halt. I was in Park City, Utah at a ski resort. Maybe you remember that eerie quiet of the empty streets. It creeped me out. The strange stillness that settled over everything we thought was permanent felt apocalyptic. For so many of us, that wasn't just a global pause. It was like the universe held up a mirror and said, okay, you think you're all of that? Now what? Who are you when you can't run anymore? When there's nowhere to run to? I want to share my own unraveling, not because it's pretty, but only because you may recognize yourself or somebody you care in it and be able to relate to it. This is when my body started keeping the score. So picture this. From the outside, my life looked pretty amazing. I have a successful PT practice that I own, a handsome, loving husband, 3 dynamo kids that are college educated, all the things I thought I was supposed to want. But behind the scenes, my body was staging a major rebellion. It started small, a little niggle. This is the way these things always start. A headache here, some belly aches there, but then it got crazy and was persistent. But I did what most of us do. I pushed through. I told myself, I'm just stressed. If I would try harder, eat better, be stronger, work out more, take more supplements or vitamins. But you know what? Our bodies are so much smarter than we give them credit for. And if I just stopped and slowed down and listened, I would have heard some whispers before they started to shout and hospitalize me. The headaches became migraines. My gut was on fire. I couldn't eat out at a restaurant without having to rush out. It made me stop drinking alcohol. That's probably not that bad. I had a bone deep fatigue that sleep couldn't fix. It was like my body was literally trying to stop me in my tracks and tell me, frickin' pay attention, yo. Here's what I wish I had known then when I was in the self-pity spiral and what I understand now. Pain is not a sign that you're broken. It's not. It's information. It's signals. It's specific. It's your body's sophisticated way of saying, hey, yo, we need to talk. I kept thinking I could outsmart it because I'm very know-it-all. I wanted to out-supplement it, out-triathlon exercise it. Sound familiar? But guess what I realized? Every symptom was just a simple messenger. It was trying to indicate an inner imbalance that perhaps I wasn't ready to face. So, can you reflect on a moment that changed everything for you when a realization happened? Well, let me tell you about the one that brought me to my knees, not physically, but emotionally and every way. This was rough. My beautiful, precious child was really struggling, in and out of hospitals, potentially fatal. I was going crazy. I researched everything. I was looking for the best practitioners, making appointments, trying therapy. I read every book I could get my hands on, highlighted. I was going to fix this, damn it. Yeah, that's what good moms do, right? Take care of business, take care of the youngins. Yeah, dude, you can only do so much. This is the painful truth I finally had to face after being a little freaky. I was a puddle. My relentless fear and anxiety, granted from the deepest point in my soul to help, but it made things worse. My desperate attempts to fix my child was becoming their heaviest burden. They were sad seeing me so sad. But can you imagine the realization when the counselor asked me to not come visit? That the things you're doing in love, desperately trying to help your loved one, are actually causing more harm. I was the toxic one. So cringy. So I rode my bike. I was in Monterey, California, and I leaned against a gorgeous cypress tree. This one, the one you see on the cover. I took this picture on that day and I leaned against it. And in that moment, I opened my arms and I begged the universe to help me take off the armor because I had a realization. Yeah, I finally realized that I had been trying so hard to rescue everyone on the outside here, because that's where I could get kudos, that I failed to recognize my own pain. All the busyness, the constant motion, the taking care of this, that, and the other thing helped me ignore the broken places inside me that I didn't know how to heal. I just knew I was uncomfortable and I didn't know what to do about it. I thought I was broken, but that teacher was a tree, came in the form of a tree. And it brought me on a rescue mission. I realized you can't love someone else into wellness. You can't anxiety yourself or anyone else into health. You can't fake your way to peace. Healing is a journey each of us has to choose independently. And the thing I could not do for my child was to fix them. What I could do was to work on healing myself and find my own way back home so I could give space and grace and be clear. Leaning against that cypress tree with all my boogers, I realized I wasn't really lost. And I hope you realize that too. You're not broken. I wasn't broken. I was just learning to trust my own internal navigation system because I never stopped long enough to listen in the stillness. You know that feeling when you're driving somewhere with our cool GPS and then it cuts out or tells you something ridiculous and you're like, well, what? Which way should I go? And it gives you a little panic and you're like, oh my God, I'm cutting people off. I don't know where to go. You know what I mean. But then you chill out, you take a breath, you look around you, take a breath, and remember you survived a long time without that GPS. And somehow, when you slow down and take a breath, you find your way. Amazing, isn't it? Well, that's kind of like what this whole journey has been for me. And that's where it started. That day in that tree, I learned to trust the wisdom that's always there, to listen to the guidance system that I was born with, that I was blessed with, to start to understand that something was present, something that changed everything. It's not about perfection. It's not about never feeling pain or never getting sick or always having it totally together and having a solid plan. Because health is dynamic. It's about flow of all things, the constant dynamic movement of energy through your body, how it coordinates with nature. But my anxiety, my physical symptoms, my desperate need to control everything, it was rough, man. I was a hot mess. It was a form of stagnation. My emotions would just bubble over. There was nothing or all. Energy was stuck. It wasn't flowing freely. My body has kept lots of trauma from a whole life. How am I supposed to clear out the pipes and get that flow back? But once I learned how to get out of my own way, and show up for myself and let my body's innate wisdom take over, that's when everything began to change. You know your body is already wise. It keeps the score, right? Listen, balance seeker, I need you to hear this. The capacity for healing isn't something you need to find outside or outsource or access or pay for or order. It's not. It's not in my office at Perfect Balance. It's not in another practitioner's office. It's not in a supplement or medicine. It's not in a perfect morning routine. It's already there in you. Yeah, it always has been. Your body heals a cut without you thinking about it. It's a gift. Your heart knows how to beat. Your lungs know how to breathe. It's almost like we're being breathed. We're not in charge of that unless we get in the way with our thoughts. The orchestration of miracles is always working on your behalf. This body is incredible. It's always trying to find homeostasis. It's a living biosphere. But we forgot how to get out of the way because we don't trust the way. We want proof. We want the doctor to tell us. What we're about to explore together is really just about remembering. Remembering how to slow down and listen. Remembering how to trust your gut more than what Joe Schmuckatelli doctor says. You're not a project to be fixed. You're an extraordinary being with wisdom encoded in every single cell. Even if we haven't met, I know that about you. My journey started with some questions and they changed my life. And I want to leave you with those questions to ponder. Let them marinate in your consciousness. I don't want you to rush to answer them. I want to plant them in your consciousness and work on your thoughts with curiosity. First, up to now, where have you been looking for your answers inside yourself when your inner wisdom has been waiting the whole time? How do we respond to the discomfort in the stillness? Maybe it's the scrolling through health articles or the constant search for the right practitioner who will finally have your magic answer. I see so many people that come to me after being so many places. What if the answer's been inside you the whole time? That's all I have to offer. You've got it already. Question 2. Ready? We're going to change the narrative here. What is the story that you've been carrying? That tension in your shoulders, that knot in your stomach, that gloom and doom feeling. Your body is incredibly generous. What's it trying to tell you? It will hold our unprocessed experiences for us until we're ready to listen. And it shows up as pain and tightness and immobility and struggle. Yep. And the third question, ready? What would it feel like if you offered yourself the same compassionate care and grace that you give to the others in your life that matter to you? I see you taking care of everyone else. I do see you taking care of your friends, the patience you have with your children. Heck, the kindness you offer to strangers, the things you do out of obligation for heaven's sake. If you turned even a fraction of that beautiful energy towards yourself, boom chakalaka, balance. But I know you can find your way because I did. I have fully transformed, lost 50 pounds, have a calm gut, happy head. You're not broken. You're not a problem to be solved or a health project to be completed. You're not. You're so much more. You're the bomb. You're an intelligent creature that just got a little bit disconnected from your own wisdom. But here's the beautiful thing, Balance Seeker. Just the fact that you're here and you made it all this way through the video You're reading the words in this book, you're asking these questions. That means you're already finding your way back home. You have to be willing. This journey together is about becoming yourself, not someone different. It's about remembering who you've always been underneath all the noise, all the shouldy days. That's funny, huh? All the trying to be perfect. Your body's been waiting so patiently for you to realize and come back to itself. It's not comfortable. Your breath has been calling you home. Your heartbeat's been trying to let you know what's going on. It's your most faithful companion through it all. It's time to listen, balance seeker. It's time to trust yourself and your body. It's time to remember you already have everything you need within. Your cells are listening to every thought. You're programming your cells. Which way are you programming for? Let's go on this journey together, balance seeker. You deserve it. Be patient with yourself, chapter by chapter. You don't have to eat it all up now. Listen on a walk or in the car or whatevs. Or maybe read in the park in the sunshine. Whatever you choose to do is the right way. Peace, balance seeker. I believe in you.